said Barbara Streisand released a book?
She finally wrote a book.
She wrote a book.
Released her autobiography.
Wow.
So usually every year I buy a Christmas present for myself. So that's my Christmas present for myself. Last year was my blower. A leaf blower. Don't get any sick ideas.
Who wouldn't want a blower? I'd blow all day, every day.
That's what you didn't do.
Ah! Welcome back to Say It, guys. This year we're going to do another Christmas special. And this time we're going to do it while Matthew bakes Christmas goodies.
Because it's almost Christmas and you know what? I just have to do my baking. And this is the only chance I have to do it. You know why? Well, frankly, I want everything to be fresh still, so it has to be now.
So tell us what you're baking, Matthew.
This is just simple chocolate chip cookies.
Chocolate, okay, but they're special chocolate chips.
Oh, well, they're not, yeah, they're the
Christmas trees.
They're the Christmas, I don't know what the hell you want to call them. Stockings, trees, cute little Christmas. This is Peggy's Christmas chocolate chip cookie dough recipe, so.
And Matthew's already made mint chocolate chip cookies. Now, I love mint chocolate chip, peppermint patties, after eights, so
That's
I couldn't get enough of
If
these.
you don't like mint and chocolate chip,
Yeah, you always get those people who say they hate mint chocolate chip ice cream, but those people are wrong.
well, people are fucked.
Yeah, most people are fucked, and that epitomizes the state of the world. People who don't like mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, I know. We don't have time for them.
No.
Yeah, you know what?
They're not allowed. So we hope you guys are all enjoying the Christmas season. As you can see, it doesn't look very Christmassy outside this year.
Yeah, but it's Medicine Hat.
Yeah.
No, we don't need a white Christmas. If you need a white Christmas, stay the fuck home.
True. Thank you, global warming. Oh.
So Shane, I heard you did some baking this year for Christmas. What'd you bake?
It's not really baking, per se. I don't know what else to call it, though.
It's children's baking.
Something my grandma used to make. Marshmallows coated in caramel, and then that's coated in Rice Krispies. And oh my god, I was saying to my mom, we have to make it this year, because that's one of my favorite Christmas goodies.
Well, any Rice Krispie treat is everybody's favorite, though.
True. True. So the way you would make this is you actually have to melt down like hard caramel, and throw butter in there and milk, and melt it all up. And then you dip the marshmallows into that, and then immediately you got to dip it into the Rice Krispies. And it's hard to get the timing right because it's so easy to melt the marshmallows.
Nobody likes that.
And if the caramel's not the exact right thickness, it won't be enough. So you kind of have to let it thicken up so you get a good layer of caramel. Have you ever made those before? Or is that... I never knew if that was just her recipe. Because there's so many old recipes that just kind of get lost to time, which is a real shame. Baking is something that a lot of people don't do as much anymore. Which is why I'm glad you do it, Matthew. You do it so much.
Well, you know why nobody does it anymore?
It's a lot of work.
No. Because of these stupid people who pretend to care about the whole gluten allergy, which they're not gluten, by the way. Don't get me started.
Oh, gluten-free.
I'm not going there. My grandmother's been celiac since 1970 something. So trust me, all you people can fuck off if you are. Oh, I'm gluten-free by choice. Bullshit.
Wheat is so much easier to bake with than these
gluten-free shit.
other almond flours,
but
flours.
But also they kind of take it away from people who are actually celiac. They kind of make it a choice. It's like if you don't, it's like if you want to eat like a diabetic does, that's just a sugar-free diet.
Well,
and then when they're not diabetic,
these sorts of fads, I think they come from doctors that write books like The Grain Brain. What's that other one? Where they recommend totally cutting wheat out of your diet because wheat is the root of all evil. Every health problem is caused by eating wheat. Yeah, if you're cutting out most of the carbs in your diet, of course you're going to lose weight. I don't know if that's necessarily a wheat thing specifically.
But that's just what I'm saying. Like, stop. Get away from me.
But
eat what I make you. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, it kind of sucks the joy out of life, and it is hard to make anything.
Shane, like I told you before, that's the only way you could ever insult me. If I offer you a cookie and you don't need to eat my cookie.
I ate your cookie.
Well, I know you did, but I'm saying in general. That's the only way you can ever insult me. Our cousin was in town once, and he was coming for coffee. And my family, we always like to have something to go with coffee, and I didn't have much time. So I just made up, those butterscotch confetti squares. Well, he brought a friend with him. And he didn't tell me this one was allergic to peanut butter. Of course, there's peanut butter in confetti squares. So, of course, he told his friend, that if he offers you anything, make sure you eat it, because he will really hate you if you don't. Well, so what does the guy do? He eats some of the butterscotch confetti.
Really?
Well, and goes into anaphylactic shock.
Really?
Yeah. Then I'm starting to get hysterical.
That sounds intense.
Me and my cousin start fighting with each other. Why would you do this? How could you be so stupid and tell him such stupid shit? He's allergic to it. Him and I are ignoring the fact that he needs his EpiPen and everything.
Did he have it?
Yeah, he had it with him.
Oh, good.
But still, this guy's practically dying.
Sounds intense.
So I said, well, I'll call 911. So I called 911. They came. By the time they got there, he mentioned the EpiPen and everything. To this day, I've yet to speak to my cousin.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's traumatic.
And pure bull. I mean, the whole thing.
God damn it, Matthew. I figured you would have told me that, if that had actually happened.
But would I though? There's a lot I don't tell you.
Like what?
I'm not telling you. No, I don't want to sound rude about it or anything, but you know the color purple.
Yes. Isn't it one of your favorites?
Well, it was my favorite, but when I was a kid, but when I became to adults, like I realized the themes of that story, I just can't do it. I mean, I'm just emotionally drained now as an adult. I can't watch it.
It's too much for you mean?
Steven Spielberg does a lot of fucking movies that I can't do no more.
I haven't actually seen the movie.
Well, anyway, so they turned it into a musical on Broadway. Fucking weird if you ask me. And so they made another movie of it.
Another movie?
Based on the musical.
Wait, so they made the musical based on the movie, and then...
Which was based on the book.
Based on the book, and now they're making a movie based on the musical, which is based on the movie, which is based on the book?
Run that by me again?
So they made a movie based on the musical,
book,
which is based on the movie, which is based on the book?
The book came first, then Steven Spielberg with Whoopi Goldberg over in all them, right? Then they did a Broadway musical.
And the new movie's based on the musical?
And the movie is based on the book produced by Oprah Winfrey. Why, I don't know.
It all sounds very confusing.
I won't be watching it. I cannot be emotionally drained by another color purple. I just can't. I have a list of movies where I'm emotionally drained from. I cannot.
But that's part of the reason we watch movies is to feel emotion. Right?
Not emotionally drained where I'm up for nights on end thinking about it.
That's just the sound of a good movie.
Shane? Fuck off. I'm just saying how much I think it's stupid that they just made a movie out of a musical based on a very traumatic experience. That's what I'm saying, okay?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But that's not why I brought this up. As emotionally draining movies is why I brought it up. Because it's the holidays. We all have our movies that we watch during the holiday season.
Scrooge, it's Charles Dickens.
Not Christmas movies, but movies that make us kind of feel good emotionally, stabilizes, stuff like that.
Such as?
I don't know, but I say emotionally draining. It's because these are probably, I might watch one of them again, I don't know.
Yeah.
But one of them, there's The Color Purple. There's Radio. If you didn't cry watching Radio with Cuba Gooding Jr., you are soulless. Fucking soulless. Why? I just can't. Don't go there with me. I just can't. I'm already starting to.
Well, you've already started to go there, so you might as well.
Well, no. I mean, I'm not gonna cry on camera, okay?
No. We don't expect you to, but
I'm not going there. So anyway, and then so there's radio. I cried like a baby watching E.T. when he was like.
Oh, when he was sick.
When they had the incubator and stuff like that with the big tents around the house and stuff. Do you remember that scene?
It's been a while.
Well, anyway, it's still now a Steven Spielberg movie.
Oh.
E.T., Color Purple, Radio, Passion, of course. Can't watch The Passion.
Right.
Broke my rule on that one. I've never seen it for almost 20 years.
Oh, you saw it again?
Watched it.
That's brutal, hey?
And my grandmother, this is the only time I think my grandmother's a little cuckoo. She says, well, it's good for us because it's good for us to know how he suffered. I said, you can visualize it. You read another history book. You know what they did to people in those days. Oh, and Schindler's List. Cannot watch that one.
That's an intense one.
And when I've watched it, I had to watch it in intervals. Like one day I watched so much, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day. It took me about 2 weeks to watch it. Because I was so emotionally drained from it.
Oppenheimer's another intense one that came out
I haven't
recently.
seen that one.
That's a long movie, though.
But who would want to, is his life really that goddamn important that he had to be fucking 3 hours long?
It was tough to follow. It was
you
not
realize
tall.
about movies now? They're so fucking boring. It's so fucking dragged out. What happened to 90-minute movies? Like, seriously.
I think if you can condense it, you should. But a lot of directors want their movies to be these 3-hour masterpieces.
Like I'm trying to say, like most of them, I don't want to see the first time they have sex. Like most of it includes that they're losing their virginity. I don't want to see it. I don't know. I just thought of what came to mind the other day.
What?
Our friendship is going on to 21 years.
Good God.
Our friendship is old enough to fucking drink in Vegas.
Maybe we should celebrate.
I'm not going to Vegas with you. Yes.
You're gonna have a lot of cookies.
Well, it's for the holidays. They're not giving some of it away.
Who are you giving them to?
Not you. I'm going to show you all how to make delicious butter tarts.
Butter tarts. Now,
Butter tarts.
you told me today that this is just a Canadian thing. I didn't realize.
Like flapper pie, you know how that's a Canadian prairie thing?
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody in Canada has ever had it, which is weird. Excuse me. Oh, shut up. Now, I would like to also point out, I know I haven't really been checking them. Many people are supposed to. But that's only because I am not an amateur baker. I am not an amateur like Shane is, where I have to make those Rice Krispie square treats like a children.
Rice
like a
Krispie
child.
marshmallow treats.
Again, like a child. The butter tarts are very good. I use currants. A lot of people don't.
Currants, interesting choice.
That's the way my grandmother always made them. You can use raisins, currants.
But aren't currants very, tart?
What are they going to do? Come out and say that they're disgusting too?
Matthew's dad didn't quite care for the mint chocolate chip cookies.
He said disgusting.
That broke Matthew's heart, I think.
Well, it didn't break my heart. I'm not that much of a nut, though. Bacon is the only thing that I can mildly take seriously, in my life. I consider myself mildly good at.
But you don't want to open a bakery?
No, because I cannot stand people that much. I don't know if I told you this. Last Friday, I helped my friend Peggy.
Yep. Baking, right?
Cater.
Cater, okay.
All these senior condos and stuff like that, they all like to do a Christmas meal together. So, Peggy has done it before for him. So, we did up a turkey for him and all that kind of stuff, right? And then, one of the people that live in this condo, sweet man, is German. And he was a baker. Shane, I'm gonna tell you again, this is not about the bacon, this is about me.
This is about you, hey?
Don't piss me off. But anyway, there's this nice sweet man. So Peggy asked him, because he's a German baker, trades and everything, asked him if he would teach us how to make strudel, apple strudel.
Mm-hmm.
Best German thing in the world, it really is. If you ever want a good German thing, have strudel. I mean, it's the best. I mean, as kids, my grandma used to make it as like a, I don't know. Well, we was plain, so we just had it with whatever she made it with. I don't know, prime rib sometimes, sausage or whatever. Like it goes with anything. It's like a noodle base, right? So, so he's gonna teach us in the new year how to do it, because you have to get somebody to show you how to make strudel.
Right.
Because it's the layering and how much you stretch it out, and you know, not so much the rolling, it's more the stretching and the layering and blah blah blah. And he's willing to do it. So I think it's wonderful because it's something he enjoys doing. And that's another thing. If you have grandparents, and if you're gonna be one of those useless little twats, leave that word in there. I mean twat. I mean these are fucking twats.
Okay.
Don't do this.
Like bona fide twats. Gotcha.
And if you live in the same town as your grandparents, and if you know there's something they enjoy doing, fucking do it with them. Don't be lazy cunts, please. My grandparents live in a condo. There's a 93-year-old woman who lives there. Her daughter lives in Saskatoon. And God got up, and if she doesn't show up like she says she is for Christmas and her grandson, I'm sorry to say, I'm not afraid to give them a good old tongue lashing, I'm telling you. Who would promise to come visit the 93-year-old mother and grandmother and then not show up?
Out of the will.
They've done it before. Like they've said they were gonna come and not show up. What is so important about your life that you can't go visit your mother?
Okay, Matthew. Let's see the process for these butter tarts.
Well, it's not really a process. I just want to make sure everybody knew what supposed it looks like. So, see the currants in there? Lovely. Or you can just sprinkle it on the bottom. You can do that way too. It's lovely. And it goes. Did I tell you why you like my family? You like to use the currants?
Why?
Because they're smaller than raisins, you know. So, you know, you get a nice full butter tart then.
So better than raisins.
Oh yeah, because it's smaller. Right?
Yeah.
You know, you want your butter tart to be full. So,
Right. Really?
A lot of people, they rather have the currants, and then people will rather, well, don't you eat carrots? No. Use raisins. Ew, why do you use raisins? Oh my god, people, shut up. Have you ever had pecan pie? It's pretty much the same syrupy texture they use for both pecan pie and stuff like that, because since it's only a tart, there's a smaller version, really. And a lot of people are gonna get mad at me because I didn't make my tart shell from scratch. You know what? Fuck you. I don't have enough, but I doubled the recipe. Y'all might have to see me make more.
Well, yeah, you got an entire other tray to go here. You want it to be real full, hey?
Well, why have a butter tart that's not full?
Tell us how you got into baking.
That just goes back to me growing up, spending time with my grandmother, so this is what we always baked together, so.
That's what you did to spend time together.
Yes, I always
Lots
want to
of
know
bacon.
because of my grandmother,
Wow.
so. If you want to learn anything, go to your grandma.
You know it. Never forget those recipes.
And raisins too, a lot of people, if you're gonna make raisin oatmeal cookies and stuff like that,
Yeah.
soak them in hot water.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why? Not to soften
They
them?
swell. So they're bigger.
So they're reabsorbing moisture. that they
Yes.
lost.
So they're nice and big.
So it's more about the volume then.
Exactly. See, you are smart after all.
I know.
Don't let it go to your head. I'm gonna soften this a little bit more. Just gonna cheat and use the freezer. Okay, so half a cup margarine. I'm doubling the recipe.
Glad that wasn't made of glass.
Glad this is not that off.
Yeah.
And then corn syrup. It doesn't matter. You want to use golden or the white. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Remember when we were kids, the Beehive corn syrup? When it was actually in like a cool bottle. It was actually in a Beehive bottle.
Oh.
Like it was actually like
I remember
honeycomb.
coming here actually for pancakes and we had it.
But they don't make it that way anymore. It's a Beehive.
Mm.
That was when they made the things interesting.
Like even shampoo bottles for kids were interestingly designed.
And bath bottles.
Yeah.
I like the old spatulas with the wooden handle, you know? I don't know why, I just prefer it. Seems to do a better job, I don't know. They don't, it's just in my head, but a quarter cup, half cup of butter, 1 cup corn syrup, 2 beaten eggs. You know, I was gonna get into make my own vanilla extract. Well, let's face it, I didn't get around to it. Half a teaspoon salt, and I'm doubling the recipe. Vanilla. Vanilla, vanilla, where are you? I need you. Joey, did you ever do that? Take old songs, you know, childhood, you know, movie songs, you know?
What, make up your own words?
Make words out.
Yeah, I guess. What
was
that? Oh, it was tomorrow.
From Annie. And I don't know if any of you know this. You want to know a secret of keeping your brown sugar nice and soft?
One of those sugar bears.
They don't work like they used to. They wear out, but a cheap one, the cheap way. Marshmallows. That's the cheap way, and it lasts a long fucking time. But you just have to, if you're gonna do, like, if you have a big tub of it, you want to keep it soft in there.
Yep.
Marshmallows. Just put some marshmallows.
Marshmallow. Who knew?
Yeah. I didn't want to use the dark brown sugar in this, and I used the rest of it because, you know, you can tell there's dark, because dark, there's more molasses in it. I'm gonna cheat now, as I can. These hand mixers are the best. Oh, and for all of you people out there, no, I don't have a mixer for my cookies. I mix my cookie dough by hand.
Wow.
All you lazy ass people with your KitchenAid stuff.
God damn it.
But if you want to buy me one, I won't say no thank you.
I have to do an unboxing video.
Because I think that's just be lovely. Because I want one and I won't pay the money for it.
So you can be a lazy ass too?
Well, no, then that way I can triple my recipes.
Oh. I mean, this is a lot of cookies.
And it's all by hand.
All by hand.
And that's just a single batch.
Plus you're doing these tarts, maybe cinnamon buns.
The bun and dinner buns plus up on.
Oh.
There you go. It doesn't say use the mixer, but with it not being the butter being soft but not soft enough, it'll make it too hot to stir. So that's why I use the mixer. You find your own ways to cheat on recipes, and it doesn't make a difference.
Were you just bitching at them for cheating?
Yeah, but they mix the whole fucking thing. They just add each thing in it. But this is just mixing it.
Mm-hmm.
And even buns, I don't think I would trust them to make a dough for buns and stuff like that. I will never use a kitchen mixer for that. Because you still need to know the dough.
Know the dough. Be intimate with the dough.
You, shut up. Alright, now. So this is the filling. Here. Take your pinky.
Ooh,
touch
for
it.
me?
Yeah, you can touch it.
Can you give me some?
Well, I said you can touch it. There.
There it is.
Now
Wow.
put it in your mouth.
Wow. Mm. 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 Mm.
Nice and buttery, hey?
Very sweet. Mm-hmm.
And you can even smell the tarts in the oven, can't you?
Yeah, can you smell that, guys?
Bring down the camera, you diphead.
Wow.
So that's just it bubbling, and that's what it's supposed to do. But once it cools completely, it'll be a thick syrup.
Will it darken a lot?
Yes. It'll darken
Yeah,
it
I thought-
and thicken.
Yeah, look at it bubbling there. Can you smell that?
These are the currants. You have to soak them.
So they get bigger when
Yeah.
you soak them.
Boiling water. Pour the water on top. Let them sit. Well, I say until the water's nice and cold. Then that's when you know to drain them. Then we'll drain it. Add it to here. Mix it up. Then it'll be like that. If you're gonna bake, don't be afraid to taste your batter. You have to. Because I'm gonna let that to you on secret. If the batter's good, it's gonna turn out fine. Don't be afraid to eat the cookie dough.
As kids, we would lick the batters off entirely.
Well,
We'd lick the bowls after entirely.
It's
We
like
never got sick.
it's like people said this. So you get sick from it.
No.
No, we're not saying eat the whole fucking bowl of cookie dough.
There's people who drink raw eggs.
I don't like eggs on the rule. Like you will never see me eat an egg. But I will bake with eggs. I don't understand how they can smell as bad as they do when they're cooked. And something that's supposed to be so good for you can make you so sick. If
Oh,
it's
cooked.
not good.
But same with meat.
But meat smells good. You have a weak stomach.
This is the guy who pukes at the scent of eggs.
Well, they do smell horrible. You fry an egg and it just stinks up your whole house and it lingers.
You said Barbara Streisand released a book?
She finally wrote a book.
She wrote
Finally
a book.
reached her autobiography.
Wow.
So I usually every year I buy a Christmas present for myself. I'm gonna wait till Boxing Day.
Yeah, maybe wait till Boxing Day.
Because usually that's when everybody goes on sale. Everything
Yeah.
goes on sale. So that's my Christmas present for myself. Last year was my blower. A leaf blower. Don't get any sick ideas.
Who wouldn't want a blower? I'd blow all day, every day.
That's what you didn't do.
Ah! Are you going to reference that every episode?
Only when you reference it like that. Oh, the hay. Ooh, yes. Nice and golden. Oh, yeah. Even the shells are nice and golden. Look at that. When you make these, you really have to let them cool. Otherwise, you're gonna fucking burn your mouth on the syrup. It's very, very hot, and you will give your mouth third-degree burns. These are butter tots.
I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and be safe, be blessed. Let's pray for peace.
Bye-bye.